generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Pick it up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
Yellow.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Waiting.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Mike, 53.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie! He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let's go, let's go. I'm bringing it to you.
Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Jackson. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wentz now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first, they go right back to Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run with Howard. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 52 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Howard has the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from the 20, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Yellow.
First down to the 29-yard
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 3. Trenton, yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. I got you.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nine.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They go with Howard again. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And a cut to the sideline. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.